Oh boy, it didn't take long, did it? It didn't take long for her to do her little sellout move. Now, Tiffany Haddish decided to do something she shouldn't have done. Normally, if you don't agree with other black folks and what they do, the key is, especially when you know what they're trying to do, as far as the general public perception of getting involved, what they're going to do, the general public getting involved, is push that narrative. And what I mean push that narrative, that's exactly what they're going to do. Push the narrative of trying to make Tiffany Haddish versus Monique and use that as momentum to make Monique the villain, Tiffany Haddish the protagonist, right? So you know that's where they've been going with this. She's been doing very well and not taking the bait and not playing to the fact of what everybody wants to see. And now she does this. Our sister, the one who we supported. Mm-mm-mm. Sorry about that. Someone came in the home. But our sister, in which we support, decides to come out and listen to what she says. She goes ahead and discusses it in GQ magazine. Notice GQ magazine, not on her Instagram. GQ magazine. And listen to the program response. During an interview with GQ, Haddish said that she would not take the route Monique suggested. My business run differently than her business. I don't live her life. I don't have that husband of hers. I'm looking at how Netflix opened up so many opportunities for black females in comedy. When my people are dying, that's when you catch me protesting. I'm not going to protest because somebody got offered the amount of money they didn't want, or whatever. If you don't like what they're offering you, just no longer do business with them. If I protest Netflix, what about all the black shows that are on there? What about the other actors that are working on there? All the Indians, the Hispanics, the Asians. My show, The Carmichael Show, airs on there right now. It ain't on NBC. So, first off, you know this is an attack. Second of all, you could have just avoided this. You didn't need to explain yourself because not at one time did Monique bring up Tiffany Haddish into the situation. Everyone else brought Tiffany Haddish up because they figure she's the hottest new comedian out there. She's the new it comedian in Hollywood. And she has so much going on, she really don't need Netflix. Now, on top of that, you know it's a diss because she says, I don't have that husband of hers. Mm, mm, mm. That was so disrespectful. Because what do you know of her husband? Have you guys ever crossed paths? Have you negotiated with her husband? Or you going about what someone else has told you to say about her husband. Now Netflix is gonna pat you on top of the head and say, "That's a good girl, Tiffany." Now we're gonna give you more opportunities on Netflix for the Lolo. Because see, you're missing the point here. Monique is right. We are being underpaid. She wasn't wrong there. They do underplay. They do undervalue us, and they do underpay us. So everyone always casts the stones at the one that takes the stance. But do I feel Monique should have gotten millions for her stand up? No. Um, Not as much as I don't know what she would have really been comfortable with, but I think she should have at least gotten a million, in my opinion. But something like if they're gonna pay 11 million for Amy Schumer, then yeah, 2 million or something like that gotta be something in the cards for Monique, because you're gonna make the money back and then some. They should have came correct. Now I've heard nothing but bad news about her husband, and he comes off as a guy who's money hungry. And her thing is she's been misrepresented her entire life. Finally, she has somebody's fighting for her. It's probably the best thing for her. She probably said, "Okay, he got my best interest," and that might turn off a lot of businesses and companies because they're doing it their way. So it is what it is. But I'm very disappointed in Tiffany Haddish right now. She really showing herself to be a complete sellout.